Now, we will discuss about all the 7 fundamental rights, including the one that has been added to the last in 2010 that we got the right to education, including that right from 1950 to 50s, we have 7 rights. We will see one by one. Right to equality, right to equality is guaranteed through articles number 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. So, from 14 to 18, we have all the articles that guarantee the right to equality. Then comes the right to freedom 19, 20, 21, 22. So, all these 4 articles that guarantee the right to freedom of every citizen of this country. Article 23 and 24 talks about right against exploitation, and article 25, 26, 27, 28 another 4 articles that talks about right to freedom of religion. Being a secular country, what kind of freedom that we have given to every individual, every citizen to practice and profess a religion, and cultural and education rights are guaranteed through article 29 to 30. Right to constitutional remedies is being guaranteed through article 32 to 35. From 14 to 35, there are 6 fundamental rights that has been guaranteed, and the last one that is being added as right to education as part of article 21A. These are all form under the part 3 of the Indian Constitution. If we talk one by one, that will start with the right to equality. If you take the right to equality, we are all equal by means of natural, social, civil, political, economic and legal. In all these terms that we are all equal. So, right to equality is to establish the rule of law where all the citizens should be treated equal before the law, irrespective of if somebody is coming from a family of a high profile businessman or high profile political family, then they should not be given a preference to that, right. So, everyone should be given equal. It has 5 provisions from article 14 to 18. This article guarantees the right to equality through 5 provisions: to provide for equality before law or for the protection of law to all the persons in India, and also to prohibit discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, gender or place of birth. Irrespective of this, that we all need to have the equality. That is how the article number, the first point of right to freedom talks about. No discrimination on the basis of religion, race, caste, sex or place of birth. Article 15 secures that citizens from every sort of discrimination by the state on the grounds of religion, race, caste, sex or place or birth of or any of them, they should not be discriminated. So, equality before law. Article 14 of the Constitution of India reads as under: the state shall not deny to any person equality before the law or the equal protection of the laws within the territory of India. Within the entire territory of India, we cannot have discriminatory treatment to any of us, that everyone should be treated equally. Article is clearly in 2 parts. While it commands the state not to deny any person equality before, on the one side it says that do not deny them equality before law. On the other hand, it also commands the state not to deny equal protection of laws. Equality before law prohibits discrimination. Secure the citizens from discrimination is the main argument behind this particular article. So, article 15 secures the citizens from every sort of discrimination by the state. The article does not prevent the state from making any special provisions for women and children. The state to extend special provisions for socially and economically backward classes for their advancement, it applies to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes as well. And the equality before the law also insists that equality of opportunity to all citizens in matter of public employment. In case of governmental employment and public employment, that we want to give the opportunity to everyone equally. Article 16 assures that equality of opportunity in matters of public employment and prevents the state from any sort of discrimination on the ground of all these things, what we have been discussing for the last few minutes about race, caste, sex, descent, place of birth and residence of anybody, right. And abolition of title, this is to enable that, to have a level play, that one should not be decorated with some kind of titles. Actually, before they leave, during that period, the British awarded lot of titles to everyone in the name of Diwan Bahadur and Sir. Sir is a knighthood given by the Queen to people who are so loyal to the British government. So, they were given that. So, in the name of the titles given earlier will not be applicable, will not hold good after the 1947 independence. So, when the constitution came into effect, all the abolition of titles came into effect. The distinction of artificial nature that has been solved. Now, we move on to the second right. The second is right is talking much about the right to freedom. What kind of freedom that the country, the constitution can offer to everyone, right from say religion or speech to mobility and whatever that we suffered during the British period, we call it, this is one of the major area where we want to offer the package, right. Though they have a lot of freedom that has been designed and that has been packed into this particular fundamental right. The Constitution of India provides right to freedom to all its citizens. Equality and freedom or liberty are the two rights that are most essential to democracy. Only when you have equality of freedom and liberty, then you can call it a democracy, right. Freedoms are defined in such a manner that every person will enjoy his or her freedom without threatening freedom of others and without endangering the law and order situation. So, without disturbing the law or issue of others, we can enjoy the right, and without disturbing the law and order issue, that everyone will be given a privilege. And the right to life and personal liberty is the very important freedom that has been given. Right to life and liberty, you can have the right to life, which means that the government will guarantee your life, the government will guarantee your freedom. The foremost right among the rights to freedom is the right to life and personal liberty. No citizen can be denied his or her life except by procedure laid down by the law. The Supreme Court has held that the right to shelter and livelihood is also included in the right to life, because no person can live without the means of living, that is the means of livelihood. They should be given the minimum space for living, they should be given the livelihood. That is why that we offer so much of ration, we ensure that everyone is getting food and place of safe place for living. So, that is a priority of the government. The Constitution of Article 19 provides for the following 6 freedoms. Number 1 is freedom of speech and expression, that is most vital freedom, particularly students of media should know about the freedom of speech and expression, and freedom to assemble peacefully and without arms, right. Anybody should have the freedom to assemble except the when the nation or when the rulers control on very special occasions, the entire citizens, the whole country has the freedom to assemble in a peaceful manner without taking any kind of arms, and freedom to form association and unions to protect your job and protect your interest. It can be in the form of any kind of association and unions. So, that has been guaranteed through this particular article 19, that we are all being guaranteed to form our own association and our own unions also, and freedom to move freely throughout the territory of India, which means that you can travel from this place to from Kanyakumari to Kashmir and you can settle anywhere, you can choose any place and settle there. So, freedom to move means not only to travel here and there, you can choose your place of residence, you can choose your state irrespective of language, irrespective of mother tongue, irrespective of your position, that you can choose the territory, you can choose your place. Freedom to reside and settle in any part of India, that is the other freedom. Freedom to practice any profession or to carry on any occupation, trade or business. You can decide your business, the right to do a job is your own, that you can resign from any job, you can apply any number of posts, you can choose your job. To do business also, you can practice whatever you like. So, whatever that you want to earn money or you want to do service, that has been guaranteed through the Article 19. Article 19 too empowers the state to impose restrictions on the right to freedom of speech and expression in the interest of the sovereignty, the integrity of security of India, friendly relations with the foreign states, public order, decency or morality, or in relation to contempt of court, defamation or incitement to offence. On these grounds, the government can restrict the freedom of expression and speech. This is called reasonable restrictions guaranteed through Article 19(2).